Mình hiện tại làm công việc văn phòng, nhân viên văn phòng thôi. Hàng ngày thì mình vẫn phải di chuyển khá là nhiều trên xe máy, và bình thường thì vẫn phải là đeo khẩu trang để tránh bụi bặm rồi ô nhiễm không khí ấy. Và ô nhiễm không khí tất nhiên là ảnh hưởng rất nhiều đến sức khỏe, không chỉ là hiện tại mà về lâu về dài. Và có rất nhiều căn bệnh liên quan đến việc ô nhiễm không khí còn có thể ảnh hưởng đến cơ thể của mình.
Ding Duy is one of the typical citizens in Hanoi who goes to work by motorbike and wears gas mask to protect his health while riding outside.
Không chỉ mình mà rất nhiều các người dân khác ở Hà Nội khi mà sống trong một cái môi trường mà họ cảm thấy không được an toàn, nhất là đối với cái chất thủy ngân là một cái chất vô cùng nguy hiểm đối với cơ thể con người, mà khi mà hít phải với nồng độ quá giới hạn cho phép mà có thể dẫn đến tử vong. Cái này là một cái vấn đề rất là nhức nhối và được nhận được rất nhiều sự quan tâm của tất cả mọi người.
According to the Vietnam General Department of Environment, the situation of air pollution in Hanoi is getting worse and more polluted by many reasons, including the increased number of cars and motorbikes. There are about over 5 million motorbikes and 500,000 cars circulating in Hanoi. The number of motorbikes is forecasted to increase by 11%, and the number of cars will increase by 17% every year. It is estimated that by 2020, there will be nearly 1 million cars and 7 million motorbikes in Hanoi. This makes the air in Hanoi heavily contaminated, while the dust concentration is 5 to 6 times higher than the standard. Thus, Hanoi is listed as one of the cities with most polluted air in Asia. Under these circumstances, new solution to address air pollution in particular and environment in general is becoming more urgent and receives much attention from the society. Let's have a talk with Sharing Vietnam guests today to find out more about new solutions and lessons in protecting environment in Hanoi.
Hello and welcome to Sharing Vietnam on VTC10 NETVIET. Environmental pollution, or air pollution, has become a serious and controversial issue in developing cities of Vietnam like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City. So the need for the practical solutions has become more and more urgent than ever. In your program today, we'll have a talk to Mr. Xavier Coffer, the General Director of the French Renault company in Hanoi, and they will share more about the topic of the new solutions to protect environment in Hanoi. Thank you so much, Mr. Xavier, for joining our program today. But first of all, what do you think about the general situation of the traffic system and the atmosphere and environment in Hanoi?
Over the past 5 years, Vietnam's transportation sector has made certain progress. Although traffic density was complicated, Vietnamese government and the relevant authorities have given many feasible solutions. The infrastructure of Hanoi in recent years has improved with the construction of freeways and flyovers. However, the distribution lane of cars and motorcycles still remains unclear. For example, when a small accident happens, the whole street will be immediately blocked. Traffic congestion happens more often during the rush hours.
So air pollution is one of the serious issues in developing cities like Hanoi. And recently we found the mercury in our atmosphere. That is too bad. So do you think this is the same situation in all of the Southeast Asian cities?
Actually, this is the common situation of the major cities in Southeast Asia, such as Jakarta and Kuala Lumpur. In Ho Chi Minh City, this situation is less complicated due to the climate condition, which is better than in Hanoi. The strong wind in Ho Chi Minh City would blow out the smoke and makes the air fresher. Therefore, the air quality of Hanoi is somehow lower than that of Ho Chi Minh City. In this situation, all initiatives and measures to improve the situation are highly appreciated. Vietnamese government and local authorities have started offering solutions to reduce air pollution and protect the environment.
So in your opinion, what are the practical solutions for this situation in Hanoi?
One of the solutions that we are doing is developing electric cars in Hanoi particularly and in Vietnam in general. We are introducing Renault electric cars. 10 years ago, the CEO of Renault has put out a challenge to himself as developing a type of electric car which does not emit any gases, causing environmental pollution at all. This car has been developed gradually in Europe and America and then come to Asia, as in China, and soon in Vietnam. The development of electric car is an inevitable trend when Hanoi's local authority is looking for ways to improve the air quality.
Recently, Mylin Group and the French car manufacturer Renault have signed a contract on the project of putting electric cars into taxi service in Hanoi. It is expected that the first contract was signed to import 100 electric car samples from Renault. Two samples of Renault are Renault ZOE and Renault Fluence ZE. The distance of the fully charged battery for this model is 240 kilometers, while an engined car running in the city center consumes 20 to 30 liters of petrol per day. Therefore, the introduction of electric cars will reduce fuel import tax and sustain environmental protection.
Đây là một cái dự án taxi môi trường đi đầu trong cái chương trình mà góp phần giảm thiểu ô nhiễm môi trường ở các thành phố lớn, đặc biệt là thủ đô Hà Nội, thành phố Hồ Chí Minh là hai thành phố mà lớn nhất mà cũng là ô nhiễm nhất. Thứ nhất là nó đóng góp cho cái tiết kiệm cho nhà nước một số cái hoạt động mà nó liên quan đến nhập khẩu xăng dầu, ví dụ như ngoại tệ. Hai là nó là ô nhiễm môi trường là bằng không, vì xe nó không có thải ra cái gì cả. Mà công nghệ là công nghệ rất là tiên tiến. Và thứ ba, nó lại là một cái dòng xe vừa là không ồn ào nữa, tức là nó chạy rất êm trong thành phố, một cái thành phố đông người, vừa ô nhiễm môi trường, nó không gây ra ô nhiễm, gây ồn ào, nó cũng không gây ra ồn ào.
These electric cars will contribute to reduce the situation of environmental pollution and improve the air quality. Moreover, this project will bring benefits when it motivates other companies to use this electric car.
Also at this event, the French Embassy in Hanoi and the People's Committee of Hanoi have signed an agreement to boost cooperation in the field of sustainable urban development and improving air quality of Hanoi. The agreement also addresses the issue of analyzing daily air quality in the city center, transferring technology in the field of sustainable urban, and mobilization of French development assistance for Vietnam.
Theo dự kiến thì chúng tôi sẽ xây dựng khoảng 80 trạm quan trắc ở các cái địa bàn khác nhau trong nội đô thành phố Hà Nội, và kết quả của nó là hàng ngày mọi cơ quan có liên quan và đặc biệt là người dân Hà Nội đều được biết là tình trạng ô nhiễm của Hà Nội từng ngày ra sao, và đây là những cái chỉ số hết sức quan trọng, có tính khoa học và có tính thực tiễn để cho chính quyền thành phố Hà Nội tìm ra các giải pháp để mà cải thiện môi trường Hà Nội nói chung, đặc biệt là vấn đề ô nhiễm không khí, để từ đó nâng cao cái chất lượng cuộc sống của người dân Hà Nội.
It is expected that approximately 10,000 to 20,000 electric cars would be imported in the next 5 years to reduce air pollution in Hanoi. In addition to that, domestic assembly is also taken into consideration during this period. Mylin Group expects to bring electric cars into use and replace 15,000 taxis in Hanoi, and called on other enterprises to join this project.
Well, recently, Renault company in Hanoi and Mylin Taxi Company has signed a contract of providing 100 electric cars in Hanoi. So, do you think about the potential of developing this means of transport in Hanoi?
Recently, we signed a historic contract with Mylin Group. It can be said that it is the biggest contract of Renault worldwide. We are so pleased about this event. I can see that Mylin is a company with a good strategy and vision. We're interested in environmental issues and sustainable development. that is such an important issue in business, Mylene Grove has actively collaborated with Renault to develop electric cars to provide clean and green taxi service, while contributing to sustainable urban development and improving air quality.
Right. So how will these electric cars contribute to reduce the negative impacts to the environment in Hanoi and reduce the air pollution as well?
A distinctive feature of this vehicle is non-gaseous emission, which may cause the greenhouse effect and global warming. That is one of the comparative advantages of electric car compared to other means of transport. When introducing the benefits of electric cars, people will gradually use fewer motorbike and engine cars and switch to electric cars. This will help reduce the air pollution.
So, do you think that this car will be suitable to be developed in Hanoi when the quality of the lane and the road are still low?
Currently, electric car deployment in Hanoi has met necessary conditions. Previously, we introduced this vehicle in some Southeast Asian cities. The report showed that electric cars in these cities were operating normally and smoothly. In Hanoi, we created batteries which are suitable for hot and humid weather conditions here. However, when it comes to rains and floods, electric cars will be difficult to be driven. That is actually the common situation with all the means of transport. Overall, we found the infrastructure and traffic system in Hanoi suitable to develop this vehicle.
Right. So can you share some of the experiences of France in sustainable urban planning and applying the electric cars in the modern cities?
In France, improving air quality and protecting the environment are prioritized and national issues because human health is the most precious capital. Polluted atmosphere also affects badly human health and leads to numerous diseases. Therefore, the French government has launched several measures to protect the environment, not only in Paris, but also in other major cities. First, when the pollution level rises, the government has implemented strict regulations such as reducing a number of cars in the city. I think Hanoi should adopt similar measures. Second, French government requested the low speed permit in the city center. Third, the government would encourage people to use electric cars. In France, we have rental electric car service for people in the daytime. Besides, some offices which frequently use means of transport regularly as the postal sector would be required to use electric cars to deliver packages and send mails. In addition, French government also encourages people to use carpool. Many people use the same car would be much better than many people use cars separately.
Thank you so much for joining our program today. In our program today, we talked so much about the solutions to protect environment in Hanoi. Electric cars and others are also the examples of the solutions to protect the environment in Vietnam in general and in Hanoi in particular. And we do hope that these solutions will be applied soon and nationwide level in Hanoi to protect our environment and also the atmosphere quality. That is also the end of our program for today. For comments and feedbacks, please send it to sharingvietnam@netviet.net. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.